What is going on, guys? Doesn't Caleb know that we know by now that end of the month is literally just a week away, which means that we will probably get the stats and skills and the gameplay all literally before this banner goes away on the 31st. So keep that in mind. But without further ado, let's get into the Should You Summon. Alright, what is going on, guys? Spiteful's back again, coming at you with the Stern Ritter summons. Should you summon? Boys, this banner is bad. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This banner is just straight up bad. Like, okay, Kampachi, good character, strong attack damage plus 25%. Berserker 40%, so Berserker 65% total. He does refresh his cooldowns with his special move, but even though he has like Soul Reaper Killer, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, nowadays with Soul Reaper Killer, let's just go by heart Soul Reaper Killers and just look at the differences in between them. You have the Grimmjow, you have the Tokinata. I'm sure we'll get a heart Soul Reaper Killer that's an SP based unit soon that isn't Rukia. Mayuri, Yoruichi, so you don't really have too much competition. Kampachi seems like he's probably going to be in top 3, if not top 2, but especially when it comes to SP. But when it comes down to it, it's just like, why not just summon for Rukia? Also, Kampachi's in the premium pool banner, not really worth it. Tensa, Lacerate on his attack, strong attack, recharge 14% link, not a bad link, but you don't want to summon for him. Toshiro, he's completely, in my opinion, outdated. The link is good. We'll see exactly how damage inflicted at full stamina is going to work in the new guild quest, but if you're going to be doing the old guild quest anyways, you don't really have to worry too much about that. Nelyel, Nat 25 link, depending on her resurrection, she might be useful, so I wouldn't really recommend summoning for that. Strong attack damage link, no. Strong attack recharge link, but like, his kit is really bad. His first strong attack, range, collision, it splits off into so many ways. The max hits, you can't even properly pull that off. Second strong attack, 575 radius for an attack that doesn't even have a boost, barrier, or heal, just trash. And then going into the actual main banner, you have Askin. In my opinion, summoning for Askin wouldn't be bad if you really need him for Senkaimon, etc. But I wouldn't really go deep on this banner just because it is one of the bad format banners. The first step is the 50 orb multi, so what is this? A 5% chance, 3% chance for a 5-star. There's only 9 characters in here, so that's not necessarily the worst thing. Step 5 does have an 8%, but you have to commit to the 5 steps, and that's the problem. If you summon on these banners, you kind of either do the first multi is like a cheeky multi, but if you actually want to try to pull for these characters and make the attempt to, since you start off with 3% step 1, 3% step 2, 4% step 3, and 6% step 4, and then 8% step 5, but you have to commit to the 5 steps. On the 6th step, it goes right back down to 3%, in which case you're going to end up going through this rabbit hole all over again. It's not really worth it. Now, Askin is a Flurry, Poise, Star Barrier plus 10 unit. He does have damage reduction as his link. He has Bruiser 30%, which is really nice. His second strong attack debuff is actually pretty damn good, and on top of that, his special move does have a chance to insta-kill. He does have a floor in the new hard Senkaimon quest. I forgot what it's called, like it's either Cave of Discipline or Diligence. I get the two confused because they decided to give them both like names with D. But he has Poison as a status element. He's not a bad character, but like using him in PvE content outside of like the rules, when all the rules line up in his favor in Senkaimon, it's like, hey, I don't think there's ever going to be a Squad 0 guild quest for at least another 2 years if they even decide to do that. So like, I feel like he's kind of lost his value, especially now that Jubrum's a thing. Next on the list, Bambietta. I love Bambietta, I'm not going to lie, she's an amazing character. Strong attack recharge as her link, Soul Reaper Killer. She is a range unit, and Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%. Frenzy, damage to burning enemies plus 20%. Since she does have Frenzy, chances are she will burn occasionally if they don't outright just die. Sprinter plus 1, Devastation 40%, Debilitator plus 2 seconds, a burn on contact with her special move that will stack with the Devastation 40 and damage to burning enemies plus 20%. So definitely a very good character. Her first strong attack is a range collision attack, but it does have an AoE of 690 radius for the first strong attack at the back end of that first strong attack. So even though it is a ranged collision attack, it explodes into a melee collision attack, which in my opinion is still it's a really good strong attack. The only problem with it is the modifications are 60 to 20. So you'll see here that the 20 modification takes into account assuming that it hits 3 times, then you get the full value of your first strong attack. But the thing to note is that the first strong attack during the explosion, that explosion has a less magnification than a normal first strong attack, like say something like a 3000 length beam or a lunge. Second strong attack is going to be the 960 AoE, very, very good, and then 1200 full screen third strong attack. Overall, she's a really, really good value, like speed unit. Normally, like I'll see range collision, that's pretty bad, but like since the first strong attack does go into a melee collision second part of the first strong attack, and then the 960 second, and then the 1200 third, overall she's a really good character. My only real issues with her is that when you're doing content like epic raids, her attacks are really, really shiny. They're very, very glary, and they're very, very obtrusive in terms of looking at it. So if you're not playing her, I guess it's not a problem if you turn off your allies' animations and stuff, but in epic raids it could lead you into trouble if you're not careful and if you don't memorize the patterns for the epic raid boss. And last but not least, Candice. Candice is an excellent character. I personally love her. She's probably my favorite in the banner in terms of playability. Weakened defense on her special, so she's going to hit hard in that regard. She does have Sprinter +2, so she does zoom. Berserker 20%, Havoc 20% with Debilitator +5 seconds, Paralysis on everything with Frenzy. She's extraordinary. She's really, 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 really good. And she's probably like the reason that I can't really... I'm not going to lie, I'm very spoiled when it comes to Sprinter +2. My favorite characters are like Candice, 5th Anniversary Ichigo, Daddy Ichigo, you know what I'm saying? Like Sprinter +2 is really, really, really strong. It's very, very good for quality of life. Overall, this banner is actually really good. And if you actually want to pull for these characters, especially if you're new, just because you do have 3 seasonals, 3,000 your Blood War characters, and then you have good value, in my opinion, premium pool units. Kenny is an excellent character. Toshiro is good in some stages, in some retrospect, and Mind Tensa is pretty good for cheesing bosses in content like Senkaimon if you need someone to cheese. Especially if you don't really have like a big roster, characters like Soifon, Tensa, even this Noitora might actually be relatively useful if you're trying to push the enemy back in Senkaimon and try to cheese out and avoid special moves, right? But I'm going to leave it at that. You guys grab no catch up with me, but stay blessed. Let me know in the comments below if you plan to summon on this banner. Like, I have Bambietta, I have Askin, I have Candice 5 out of 5, so it's like, I don't really feel the pressure to actually summon on this banner at all. I'll probably do the first multi as a cheeky multi just because I don't have a lot of these characters 5/5, and I don't think that I have SP3 on Candace. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to do the cheeky multi. It's 50 orbs, and I do want another copy of Bambietta, if not Askin. But I'm going to leave it at that. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I hope this video was able to help you make a more informative decision. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.